Did you know that the 2022 FIFA World Cup is that Qatar will be hosting the most expensive World Cup ever? How expensive is this? How the such expensive tournament looks like? So, get ready with a cup of tea and a biscuit. We are going to explore 14 interesting facts about Qatar FIFA World Cup 2022 including this. But before that, more than 99% of you are watching my videos without subscribe to the channel. Therefore subscribe to embolden me and it is free. Subscribe in 3, 2, 1. Welcome you all to my YouTube channel AAA and invite you all to join us to explore such interesting things further. Here we go. First host country to have never played in World Cup before. Seeing the rise of football popularity in the country, Qatar set up the Football Association in 1960 and also became a member of FIFA in 1963. Since then, Qatar has been trying to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. Qatar was close enough in 1990 when they reached the finals of AFC qualifying round, but eventually failed. So Qatar will be the first host country which has never played in the World Cup before. As the host nation, Qatar automatically qualified for the FIFA World Cup 2022. First World Cup without Queen Elizabeth II. It's a fact. Queen Elizabeth II was born in 1926, and the FIFA World Cup was started in 1930. The Queen had a close association with the FIFA World Cup as she was there as spectator during many editions. The upcoming Qatar FIFA World Cup will be the first ever World Cup without Queen Elizabeth II. First ever World Cup to be held in winter. There was so much confusion among fans during the start of 2022. The FIFA World Cup has allocated slot from May to July, when most of the FIFA World Cups were scheduled in the past. But this time, the FIFA World Cup will be held in November and December. But why Qatar is a deserted country which usually witnesses a heat wave during June-July? The temperatures range from 40 to 50 degrees during this period. So to make the playing conditions better, the World Cup is rescheduled to November and December. The climate during these times is cool, and it is great for players and spectators to enjoy the World Cup matches comfortably. So the Qatar World Cup will be the first ever FIFA World Cup to be held in winters. Smallest nation to host FIFA World Cup. The records have been set since Qatar won the hosting rights. Qatar will be the smallest nation to host a FIFA World Cup, both geographically and population-wise. Qatar is a small country of 11,000 square kilometers. Uruguay during the 1930 FIFA World Cup had a population of around 3.5 million. Qatar with a population of 2.6 million will replace Uruguay in the record books. Most expensive World Cup. One of the most discussed facts of the 2022 FIFA World Cup is that Qatar will be hosting the most expensive World Cup ever. We earlier mentioned that football is a very popular sport in Europe and America. They have enough infrastructure to conduct such grand tournaments. Qatar lacked the infrastructure and facilities, and so had to build many things from scratch. It is estimated that infrastructure, which includes stadiums, hotels, roads, has cost Qatar over $220 billion US dollars. It will be interesting to see how the $220 billion tournament looks like. First World Cup in Arab country. The record books saw changes as soon as Qatar won the bidding process for hosting rights. Qatar will be the first Muslim-dominated country to host a FIFA World Cup. Qatar will be second Asian country to host FIFA World Cup. Football is known to be the game dominated majorly by Europe and South American countries. They have huge infrastructure to host such grand tournaments that FIFA usually prefers. But this time, the World Cup is coming to Asia. This is not the first time the World Cup will be hosted by an Asian country. In 2002, Japan and South Korea jointly hosted the FIFA World Cup. Qatar will be the second Asian country to host this prestigious event. Least number of stadiums to host FIFA World Cup matches. The Qatar World Cup will set the record to host a FIFA World Cup in the least number of stadiums. Qatar has finalized 8 stadiums that will host the 64 matches of FIFA World Cup. Out of these 8 stadiums, 7 were built from scratch, while 1 was renovated to meet the World Cup needs. Most compact World Cup ever. All the 8 stadiums in Qatar are within 60 kilometers radius, making it the most compact World Cup ever. The fans can reach from one venue to another in less than 90 minutes. This will make it the most compact World Cup ever. 28 days World Cup, shortest World Cup ever. The World Cup has its own slot in June-July when the club football ends and goes on a break. Now, since the FIFA World Cup is in November-December, not only the World Cup schedule, but also the club football schedule, had to be crunched a little so as to accommodate the World Cup. The 28-day World Cup will witness 64 matches, making it the shortest World Cup ever in history. Record number of visitors. As reported by FIFAWorldCupMania.com, the 2022 World Cup will see a record number of visitors by the time the World Cup comes to an end. It is expected that over 1.5 million spectators from all over the world will enter Qatar during the FIFA World Cup. Qatar's geographical location is very accessible for many countries. Moreover, getting visa is also easy compared to others. The cheap flight tickets are icing on cake. Expect records getting rewritten every day of the FIFA World Cup. The stadium in Qatar will be equipped with centralized air conditioning. The talk point of Qatar World Cup was its high temperatures during the daytime. To counter that, Qatar has equipped its stadiums with fully centralized air conditioning. This will give the viewers a great experience and will also give players a good playing conditions. World Cup is expected to bridging the cultural gap between Europe and the Middle East. Qatar is expected to host a majority of European fans, as there are 13 European teams participating in the World Cup. The World Cup is expected to bridge the cultural gap between the Middle East and Europe. The impact of the World Cup is expected to be seen after the World Cup ends. Both FIFA and Qatar expect a positive outcome from the tournament. Scandalous World Cup ever? Maybe, debatable. As the records are broken in good things, the record books also record the bad doings. The upcoming World Cup is said to be the most scandalous World Cup ever. From getting World Cup rights to making it the most expensive World Cup ever, the topic is debatable. We leave it to you, readers, to decide. Thank you for watching. As well as do not forget to smash subscribe button, like to the video. We will meet again from next video. Until that, goodbye everyone.